What is going on? I'm Zedmont. We are getting to a massive, massive, massive push point. Not going to give you any sort of hint of what that is. We're going to jump into the box, throw creator code Zedmod in there, then jump into the warships. Now, this is my current warship setup. Got a machine gun over there and some stuff. Tech tree wise, standard issue. No heavies, no boom mines, just through the Bombardiers. Tick 4 on the barrage, tick 4 on the tanks. Probably should upgrade those tanks. They are being fairly useful against those maxed out rocket launchers. No shock launchers. We are saving up for those boom cannons right there. Now, as you can see, 33 unlock tokens, need 34. You do not have enough unlock tokens. Boom cannons are an absolute game changer. Need to push into those. Now, as you can see here, I'm at 59 out of 80. Gonna try to do some simple attacks here. You see, I'm starting to do decently okay. Need to do a little bit of pushing. I'm gonna pause, and if I can come back and get some boom cannons, we will do a whole thing. Okay, managed to win one there, which put us at win streak. Also puts us in range of 19. So I figured, you know what? Let's do the boss battle. If we win this, then we're going to get those boom cannons. If we lose, I'll pause and then do a little bit of bumping and grinding. A 3 engine room base. OMG, I have not seen a 3 engine room base in forever. Okay, so this should be a win, but I honestly have no idea how to even attack a 3 engine room base anymore. So I don't think I have any use for tanks. We'll get rid of those tanks. My goodness, this is like so long ago. I'm probably gonna screw this up because I have not done this in so darn long. We're gonna keep on pumping those warrior dudes out. Have not done this in. I am like super nervous. 4 engine rooms I am nailed down on. I have not seen a 3 engine room base, I want to say, in over a week at this point. So this is not a fair fight. I kind of have the advantage, but I also kind of have the disadvantage because it has been a long time since I've seen one of these bases. So big shout out to whoever this is coming into the 3 engine room base. They are going up against, I think I have 2 extra mortars and 2 extra flamethrowers at this point, so not a super duper fair fight, but I will take the not fair fight any day of the week at this point in the warship season. This season is rough. Like, people are losing troops left, right, and center. We are going to be using our gunboat energy to get rid of buildings. I don't care about the engine rooms at all this point. We're just going to be clearing mines. We're going to be sending our troops in, and our time is going to be in the neighborhood of 240, which is not a great time. This is going to be very close. As soon as they chuck there, we're going to fire there, and I think we're going to lose. Like, 240 against a 3 engine room, not good. Not good at all. Oh, we got him! Sweet. So, oh, squiggle, thank you for that sacrifice. Man, moving up into 19 without boom cannons. Pretty stoked on that, to be honest. Glad you guys could be here for that. It is Sunday night. I'm going to release this video on Monday morning. So good morning to all of you out there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're at. Boom. Maxing those boom cannons. That is huge news. And look at that. Got enough to max those tanks in behind. Now, those tanks, probably that is a bit of a waste. I would not recommend maxing those tanks, but against the maxed out rocket launchers, those have been super clutch. Now, rocket choppers are coming. That is going to be my next step. Super stoked on that. Now, I'm only 90% certain that's going to be my next step, but we'll see how that goes. Now, next up, need to place these boom cannons. I am going to pause here. I think I have to make a whole new base, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, this is the base. We are going to go with Mr. P. We are going to be using his base, so big shout out to Mr. P. He is in join at own risk, as you can tell by those do not enter signs. We're going to be copying this base, and oh no, so I paused at some point there. Not entirely sure when I paused the video. I did a whole monologue and then looked down and saw, hey, it's actually still paused. So during that time, found out that boom cannons. We went back and swapped out that choice node right there, swapped in boom cannons, swapped out mortars. we're going to end up with 6 boom cannons shooting your troops square in the face. If that's going to be enough to stop, I mean, my last base was already enough to stop the heavy rush. Very curious to see how this goes against people trying to come in with basically any troop at this point. I mean, this many flamethrowers, this many machine guns, and then you tack on an extra 2 boom cannons. This is going to be absolute carnage. Like, we are just gonna melt people's faces. I can't wait to see it. I am building this base incredibly quickly for me. Typically, I measure a little bit more and check the markings on the decking a little bit more. But we are just going whole hog, throwing these mines down as fast as we possibly can, trying to get this base in because I am stoked on to see what the heck we can accomplish with this base. I've been told by a few people. Actually, you know what? Let's check that leaderboard, see if we can find some names that we know up there. Stoneheart, are you up there? Stoneheart, Commander J Doom was one of them, definitely right there. Big shout out to Doom. Stoneheart, not in the top like normal. I'm not going to scroll more than past 50. Might be having a little bit of a push point. Not sure where Mr. Stoneheart is, but both Doom and Stoneheart, plus a few others, were saying, look, get those boom cannons. That's going to change your life. It's going to upgrade your season. Good things are going to come. And there we go, right there. Last defense placed right in there. Boom, shaka laka. I feel like I've got things not quite right. I've been rushing a little bit, and as a result, like, this cannon's supposed to be like there, I feel like, but making mistakes left, right, and center here. So I'm gonna pause. I'll check my placements, and then we'll come back when I actually have built a base. Okay, this is the base we are going with. Now, I gotta say thank you for all of you who, if I was incoherent at any point in this video, realized that I paused when I zigged when I should have zagged, and I paused when I shouldn't have. So I talked when I thought I was talking and I wasn't recorded, and so if I've said things a couple times here, I apologize, but thank you for your patience. Now, quick note, I'm already regretting it. I haven't even done an attack yet. I maxed those tanks. Tick 4 was doing fine, so don't max your tanks. I've just taken away some of those tokens that could be used on those rocket choppers later on, or I could put them towards barrage or something. Just like putting them towards tanks when tanks were doing fine. Like, I wasn't losing tanks, so that was just a dumb move on my part. Now that we got boom cannons, I'm really hoping that we can just see people fizzle and fizzle and fizzle and fizzle and fizzles, because it just feels like that there's a whole lot of fizzling on the horizon at the moment. We're going to go something like this, just starting out slow. We're going to sneak some Bombardiers in there. We're going to wait a second or two. Going to throw those tanks about there. We'll throw some... I mean, I'm just clearing mines. Like, that's all I'm after right now, is just clearing some mines, getting some troops out, bit by stinking little bit, and then we're just going to cruise on in, and I'm very curious to see. I'm willing to bet, like, I'll bet you like a nickel, a whole copper nickel, or a wooden nickel, I guess is the other thing I was... Right, brain not firing at all cylinders right now. Just very curious to see how many of our engine rooms our opponents get, and how many of theirs we can get. Like, I've been averaging 4 engine rooms every single attack, but I feel like I'm kind of overconfident at the moment. So really hoping that I don't suddenly go and screw things up. 3 minutes, we're gonna get somewhere in the neighborhood of 255, something like that. 257, not bad. Decent, just going nice and slow, but Bon, I gotta say, Bon coming in. They didn't get all the... They had Kavan. That is the first time Bon and Kavan coming in. That's the first time I've seen Kavan all season long. Really excited to see Kavan there. Now, I'm not even sure where Kavan is in the tree. Okay, they went back and got shocks. Let's watch that attack. Let's see what Bon's trying to do there. Now, I feel like I've missed... I'm very curious to see my own... Like, I think this is one of the first times I'm actually interested to see one of my own videos, because I feel like I missed out on all sorts of stuff that was supposed to be in this video. They did pretty darn awesome, but then just not quite enough on the Warrior Rush. So Bon, great Warrior Rush, just Kavan got shot in the face. I really do wish that I had boom mines at the moment, but we don't have that, so we're going to be a little bit reduced here. Dropping something like that, dropping something in here, and then here, nice and slow, like I said. Like, there's no need for us to go fast at this moment. I'm just going to go like this. We're going to get rid of one of those rocket launchers, and then just hoping that... Uh-oh, Bombardiers went left. That's exactly why that sniper tower is over there. And then we're going to get these last bits and pieces. You see this rocket launcher, though? That set of tanks right there. Those tanks are just absolutely beastly. They do fantastic, fantastic work. And even though we are going to lose these left-hand side Bombardiers, I feel like, maybe not though, these barrages taking down the rocket launchers, not using our barrages to clear mines just means that we can get rid of all sorts of buildings. Maxed out rocket launchers are dangerous and scary, and I clearly need to do a little bit of prep to get ready for them because this attack is not going super duper well. But at the same time, we're going to end up with a time somewhere, I would say, above 245, at 245, and those tanks coming in, I never thought I would say it, but using tanks on warships, it's a couple seasons now where tanks have been clutch. We're getting some wins here. I'm going to keep on recording. I'm not going to pause again against D-Ice. Now, I've played D-Ice already once this season. My kids were like, how do you even say that name? And they said like Diak. I said, no, that's D-Ice, I do believe. They didn't even clue into the innuendos there. That boom cannon, though, just whittling down the troops. They're down to 3 Bombardiers now, and they're shooting at that machine gun. I love when Bombardiers, just like, there's no logic involved. That is where the troop logic is so ridiculous. Like, the Bombardiers come up and they're like, oh look, a flamethrower, let's shoot the flamethrower. Meanwhile, boom cannon's not having any. Oh man, boom cannon just too slow, and now we're gonna have to wait for D-Ice. Dice, not Deuce, but D-Ice coming in super slow. I don't blame them at all. Get all the engine rooms you need, collect those chests, and we'll see you on the flip side. So that win-loss log, minus that popcorn playa, we're looking pretty darn hot here. Johnny Bravo took us down by, I was going to say 1 second, but apparently I'm slightly dyslexic. Let's go. Let's go. Keeping, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boom kit. You know what? I'm going to go the cowardly way. I'm going the cowardly route. We're going to drop a couple Bombardiers here. I'm going to drop that right there, and I'm just going to hope that my base is going to stand up. Now, obviously, I don't have a Doom Cannon, so I don't have full power mode, but I feel like we should be able to do some good things here. I'm going to barrage that boom cannon right there, just hoping that we can avoid going anywhere near that boom cannon, because that bottom boom cannon is going to pull all our troops towards those cannons and mortars and things like that. Don't want that to happen. Come on. Come on. Look at this. Warriors coming in hot, getting rid of that boom cannon like an absolute boss. And now I'm just going to clear mines. Just really hoping that this base can stand up on its own. Couple warrior dudes still going strong, but we need to get rid of that boom cannon right there. Getting all of our troops in, and now just trying to stay the heck away from those other boom cannons. There are so many boom cannons involved here that I don't even know what the heck the plan is here. Probably, maybe bringing... Do we even have riflemen this season? I don't think we do. But we're already about to be ahead. Now, those tanks versus boom cannons, is it going to be one shot? No, it's 2 shots. That is actually fairly darn fantastic. So now, gonna get all of our troops in here. I'm just going to do a Hail Mary, trying to get one more engine room than them, hoping that my base is going to stand up and just let the base stand on its own, getting an extra engine room, putting a little bit of pressure on, and then we're going to retreat. Very curious to see how the Crescendo is going to do. Looks like we're done for, my friends. Unless that boom cannon can suddenly... Oh, they're flaring back. They're going to end up walking all of their troops in on those... Come on, dudes. It's going to be so... Oh, he's doing the smart thing. Look at this. Doing the smart thing. There's one. Come on. Oh, we're going to lose, I think. Just like this. Smart play, the Criendo. So boom cannons, awesome. Boom cannons doing great work, but suddenly when your opponent gets rid of all your boom cannons, what do? So they came in from that left ramp there. We're gonna do like one more attack, maybe two more attacks. Oh, come on. Oh, I was really hoping that I was gonna get some sort of a miracle where that sniper tower would somehow, some way pull off the miracle, take down those last two Bombardiers, but we still would have lost by percentage anyways. So, Criendo, well done, getting all of the engine rooms, even with 6 boom cannons, shooting you squarely in the face. We'll do one, two more attacks. We'll make sure we leave on a winning streak, or at least a winning rate, winning... Oh, you know what I'm trying to say. Come on, someone fill me in here. So we're going to wait for those tanks to come out just a little bit. Then we'll drop a Bombardier here, and then just for good measure, we'll throw a couple in there. Now, I'm not going to... You know what? I am going to come from that left-hand side. I love dropping that one troop on that left-hand side, getting all sorts of great value, dropping that one Bombardier on that left-hand side, especially when you follow it up by throwing one boat of warriors. I'm just going to clear those mines. We're going to clear some of these mines, and then throwing barrages onto those sniper towers. Oh, we're just going to be like a millisecond early. Warriors timed almost perfectly. Love it when that happens. It very rarely happens. Now, those tanks taking shots from the mortars, no concerns there whatsoever. Those warriors distracting all of the ranged buildings. Like, there's just so many different layers to attacks at this point. Now, not to say that I'm putting the right layers out there, but there are a lot of layers to these attacks. Lots and lots of good things happening, and we're just going to hope that we can finish this puppy off. I'm not sure that as many people are going to be as skilled as the Criendo. The Criendo, I don't know how to say people's names. That's half the fun of what I'm missing about the imitation game. Just trying to say people's names has already been a good time twice in this video. So, winning. Ogo spawn deux. Not quite sure what the French portion of that is doing, but maybe they just know the number 2. See that right there? 2 engine rooms left standing. So we are going to be able to push into 20. And if you are anything like Mr. Orion, let's have a look at Mr. Orion's warship. Look at that, 21 check. That just means he's parked. Orion is very similar to me many seasons, where if you're not feeling it, you just park, pick up those diamond rewards. We're going to call this our last attack. I'm going to go offline and sit on my couch, possibly drink an adult beverage, and push into 20, maybe 21. We'll see how much patience I have, how much skill I have. But otherwise, we're going to get... Oh man, we're going to go slightly right of center there, just trying to stay away from that boom cannon there. We're going to throw that puppy out right there, and then dropping something like... Uh-oh. Okay, good. I was trying to keep track of my troops, not doing a very good job of it, but this is the first time we'll have seen shock launchers. Gonna just get rid of those shock launchers. Want nothing to do with it. Didn't quite manage to get rid of it with 2 barrages. And look at that left-hand side boom cannon just sitting there waiting. Like, just come at me, bro. It is going to take down all of those left-hand side Bombardiers. Not super duper stoked on it, but I think that tank is going to do at least a decent job of getting us in those other ones. Like, I definitely am not doing this quite right at this point. Need to clean things up a little bit. That's why we're going to flare directly on top of that boom cannon, trying to get rid of it as fast as we possibly can. I've got a lot to learn. So do consider subscribing. There will be some better attacks in the near future, but for right now, it's just all about avoiding those boom cannons. And then when you get close to boom cannons, get in, shoot them square in the face, and hope that you can get more engine rooms than your opponent. I'm going to go back and watch that attack where they managed. You know what? I'll show you that before I leave, hoping that I can pull out the win, of course, but we'll just have to wait and find out, of course. Now, as soon as this mortar's gone, I'm going to come over into here, trying to stay the heck away from those sniper towers, throwing a couple barrages on those sniper towers so that the sniper towers don't take all of my Bombardiers. And now, maybe, just maybe, I can get one more of those engine rooms by staying as far left as I possibly can. Is it going to be a sexy attack? Gosh, no. As Napoleon Dynamite would say, gosh, no, it's not going to be sexy, but all we care about is winning at this point. If you care about having a sexy attack, you're probably not throwing tanks and warriors and bombardiers out there on warships. But this right here, that little angled shot, might be enough to get us the win. So hoping. Oh, it's not going to be enough to get us the win, though. So now that that is next, we're going to have to make sure that we move as far left as we possibly can. Up. Yep, I moved. Zigged when I should have zagged, and it wouldn't have mattered anyways. Our opponent took down all our engine rooms. Squiggles make heart, make squiggles, crushing us. So boom cannons not going quite as well as I was hoped they would, but might have to tweak that base a bit. Might be too reliant on that doom cannon, which we don't have. Let's see what this player, not even going to try and say their name one more time, just to see what the heck they did. Bombardiers, warriors, yep, that's to be expected. And then how many boats of warriors? That's 2 boats of warriors, 3 boats of warriors, just 3 boats of warriors. Wow. So, wow, I gotta say, well, there's the barrage. Now I'm wondering if they had a higher level of barrage than me, or they just kept on cruising in and then flaring that boom cannon. Nope, barraging. Wow. Gotta say, clearly, I think this base needs a little bit of love because just not quite right without that doom cannon. So anyways, that is all for me. Did I say it? No, I said I was going to leave on a winning rate. So hopefully, oh, geez. Me and my big mouth. One sec. Oh, small refresher. Let's go. Let's go. No boom cannons. Hallelujah. We're going to go like that. I got to say, my attacks are not super duper different. I'm doing fairly similar attacks basically every single time. Now, I know that I probably should be using that flare to get those troops out, but it just feels like it's working. So I don't need to change things up too much. So I haven't. Like it's probably too darn monotonous at this point. I'm probably not mixing my attacks up nearly as much as I should be. But look at that. We managed to get rid of all of those boom mines. These guys are coming in hot. They're coming in hot. And we're just going to keep barraging the corners. Those corners are so deadly. It's amazing just how many troops people are losing on those corners. Like, I've seen people lose like 8 bombardiers to 1 sniper tower, 1 mortar, as bombardiers just go do stupid things. Uh-oh, 4 mines over there. That's going to be very interesting on that right-hand side. I'm tempted to throw a barrage, but looks like, look at that, managed to get 1 dude in, and that's all you need. Definitely not a good attack. That person's mines are just not quite placed perfectly, and as a result, we're going to get a decent time. 2 minutes 43 seconds should be enough for the win, I think, based on Squiggles coming in fairly slowly. We've still got 2 boom cannons back here, which should be able to eat up a number of their troops. Come on, boom cannons, picking off the edges as they're. I wish your bombardiers you could like set them to target the building with the most range as opposed to the closest building, because you see bombardiers coming in on flamethrowers way too often. Uh-oh, boom cannon, heavy coming in, distracting things a little bit. This person's going to get all of our engine rooms, I feel like. There is just not enough defenses left. They are going to get all of our engine rooms, so Squiggles, I tip my cap to you. We are going to win, but you are going to get all of the engine rooms. So these defenses not going quite as well as I hoped they would. Not as well as it has for other people. So maybe boom cannons are starting to be figured out. But anyways, we are mid 19. I'm going to be in 20 by the time we talk next, possibly even diamond, depending on if I can figure out how to attack decently. At least we managed to max those tanks. As soon as I upgraded and got my last chest and I saw I was at 33 out of 34 for boom cannons, I had a massive, massive sad trombone moment. So glad you guys could be here when I got to 19. I hope you were here anyways. I hope I unpaused. If not, I'm going to be super, super sad. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this video, how it turned out, where you are in Warships, and if you're excited about boom cannons or not. As excited as you can possibly be about a defense in Boom Beach anyways. That is all for me. Consider liking, sharing, subscribing, telling a friend, leaving a comment, supporting me on Patreon, all that sort of fun stuff. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. I'm Zedmont. Peace.